Hi, I'm Robin,
And I'm Kristen.
and we are back with a review or a closer look.
No review.
Review,
Album review. Map of
album
the Soul
review.
Persona. We're finally
Yes.
here, guys.
Yes.
We've been kind of waiting for this one. I mean, there's some songs on here that I was excited to get into.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I got some jams.
She's got some jams.
I have some jams. Yes. Yes, I do.
I was gonna make that reference to Jimin, which some of you may know, but you don't yet. But we'll get there. there's a I think there was a Bon Voyage episode or something where oh no, they were flying somewhere and RM says, Jimin, you got no jams. Yeah. and I was gonna be like, oh, she's got jams. I like Jimin.
Yes.
But
yes.
now I had to explain it to you, and
So
I feel like
it's like
it's not as funny anymore.
It's like it done went down the toilet.
Yeah, well, I mean, I still got a good laugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, not a great laugh, but kind of like a chuckle.
Well, so what did you think of this?
Of the album? Oh, you already
Yes.
know what I thought. I love this album. This is such a good album. There are so many good tracks. I think, well, I before I got into the album as a whole, I had Boy with Love on my playlist. I had Microcosmos, and I had Make It Right. I had Dionysus. I had like majority of the album on my playlist. So I
had it pretty covered there.
Yeah, so I was already excited about these songs because I already heard them and I knew them and I loved them. Mm-hmm. So getting into the whole album and talking about like the psychology behind it and everything was kind of interesting. So yeah, of course I don't know if you know, or well, you probably found it in your studies, but for you may not know. So this album is based off of Carl Jung's psychology and psychoanalysis of the self. And so we have the persona, the shadow, the ego, and what they mean as far as who we are and how they make up who we are. So
our being.
Yeah. So the psyche is a map to fully know ourselves, and the persona is what we put out, what we want to be perceived as. Shadow is who we hide, and then ego is our inner selves, who we truly are.
Yeah. Yes. You did that really nice.
Thank you.
Yes.
Studying.
I know, girl. I know. This, you know what, this album especially, and I'll probably say it again later, it's really got me in my head, or went to a head place because of the
all the different references and stuff.
Yeah, it just it, and I love the way they theme and structure their work.
They really they are so smart. Like I love it. I love that they're not just writing for likes. Like they're really trying to tell you about what they're going through and what they're experiencing and how they're feeling in this moment. And then, to showcase it in such a way that you find yourself engaging in it and better understanding yourself as a result. So it's good work.
Because it's your opportunity to grow as self, and getting a better understanding of how that growth is happening. And why. So I love the structure that they do and all of their work series, with albums and things like that. I really do. And they have the I don't want to say heaviness, but you have the meat here.
Well, no, I mean, I think heaviness, it is hefty.
Yeah, it is.
And it's incredible considering it's only 7 songs, but they do so much in those 7 songs.
Right, they do.
And then when you look at it in comparison to like Wings, where there were so many songs, but still like the same depth, the same kind of weight to it.
Yeah, tremendous weight. And then you have, and what I was comparing it to or contrasting it to is to the fun and the joy that comes in their series. Run BTS.
Oh yeah.
So it you kind of get they work and get all this out, and it's like, okay,
time to have some fun.
Yeah, time to laugh.
Time to unwind.
Yeah, exactly.
Forget our brain cells, guys.
But it's good. And I can see how people come to them and they're being met at a certain place because it's well-rounded as far as what you're going through. And Map of the Soul, I mean, when you think about that title,
I think that's based off of a book. Or maybe it is Carl Jung's
I think it's
actual.
Carl Jung's actual.
It might be his book, Map of the Soul. Yeah. So I think that's. I mean, I think that's where they got the title from.
Yeah.
But still, like, it's when you look at it, it's a full on exploration of the parts of the soul, the thing that make up who you are.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. It's like a man in the mirror sort of thing.
Oh, look at that, Michael.
I
gotta bring him in there. Yeah, throw him in there every once in a while.
He's just so close.
He is.
Yeah. So
close to all our hearts.
Yeah. So it was good, and that's what I got out of it. That just to had me in that head space.
Yeah. So. And I feel like you had to really unwind after. Well, I did. Mm-hmm. I was emotionally eating and stuff after because my brain was fried, and I was just like, why am I so exhausted? And why do I just want to treat myself and indulge? Because I just need to escape everything I just went over and like studied.
What night was that? There was a night where I had done a couple of songs that I had, just was researching and looking in and, figuring out my thoughts. Was it last week? Okay.
Yeah, it might have been last
week. And
I
said, okay, well, I have Dionysus and that's it. And I said, and once I started, I said, my head was like, I couldn't, nothing came out. We
were chatting about that before before recording. And we were talking about how heavy, how big that song is.
It was, so my head was like spinning. I couldn't put anything down on paper. And I will apologize now because my notes probably are all over the place because I had to take a break and then I came back, but I still didn't feel the tornado as much before, but it was still like I'm like, oh, I need to get this down. Oh, I want to write. Oh, but wait a minute, where did I hear about it? It was just, but good guys. I'm glad y'all put this out the way you did. It was it's good. Yeah.
So do you want to get into it?
Yes, we have to.
Okay,
we have to
because we said we were going to try to be concise.
Yes. Yes, we did say that.
Best of luck. Okay, so we're going to start with Intro Persona, RM's solo.
Yes.
This song, first off, I love the beat. I love it, but the thing that got me was I'm listening to it and I was like, this sounds familiar. And I had to go back because I was like, we've heard this. That sample he uses.
Oh, yes.
And
yes,
we realized it was from Intro School Love Affair.
Right. Yes.
And so we were like, okay, all right, got a tie in there. Not a bad era to tie back to.
No.
It really is highlighting on their growth and that part of them, who they were in their soul at that point versus now, and where they are on their map, I guess, if you want to
right
do that. So when you get into verse 2, because I didn't have any real notes in verse 1. Did you?
You know what?
I don't know why I didn't.
I don't. Well, I said starting with an obvious and very central question: who am I? That is the first identifier of oneself. I said before anyone even tries to build a character they can present publicly, they should try to answer the question: who am I? And don't get I would say don't get me wrong, it's not an easy question to answer because we are a work in progress
always,
so but that is starting out with that. And
my pen writes in purple. Sorry, I didn't realize that. Okay, go on. I was over here taking notes. I was like, oh my god, it writes in purple.
Yes. And that to be the first part, the first 3 words in the first line of his rap, it just kind of made me say, "Oh, okay." So we're going. It's just like when you're traveling and you have the map open, and it's like you are here.
Little red arrows.
Yeah, here you are. You are here. So once you get that, and then I said, there can be a pull between who one really is and who one tries to be.
So ego versus persona.
Ego versus persona. Yeah. But that's what I put it. Not well, I guess to the first verse, I guess so. That was
Did you have any notes going into the second verse?
No, go ahead. I think because it's, yeah, go ahead.
Well, like I said, that tie-in to intro school love affair, and the school love affair series. I put in the second verse, he goes back to his why when he starts asking those questions and really trying to figure out, what his reason for doing this. And it's kind of like a reflective moment for him where he's looking back and he's saying, like, this is what I started, and like, why am I still going? Why am I still doing this? What's the reason? And I put in the pre-chorus. So when he goes, someone like me ain't good enough for music, someone like me ain't good enough for the truth, someone like me ain't good enough for a calling, someone like me ain't good enough to be a muse. But right before that, he talks about his immaturity. And I'm like, why? When in response to his all those someone like me lines, I was like, why? Because of your flaws? I was like, is it your lack of maturity? Like, I'm asking him directly. Like, I don't understand why you're saying this. Like, why? Make it make sense.
Because so he has a direct connection to your questions.
Apparently, I don't know. He didn't answer
questions at that.
He didn't answer them though. So I would like to know, like, why? Okay. Like, what's the reason, RM? Why can't you? Why aren't you good enough for music or for the truth? So you are the truth.
And speak the truth. I had wrote in there just that RM speaks about one level of multiple selves, his shadows. And then here it says, you know what comes out of you when you're drunk, like immaturity. And I said, or the truth, whichever one is held back when sober. So that's really all I had to, in verse 2.
Going into the chorus, he's speaking about himself. I think we all kind of know that. So I don't really know what else to say about that. I mean, I'm surprised I didn't have a lot of notes, considering this is a member of the rap line. Yeah. This is really embarrassing for me. Oh gosh, it's like I was caught slacking on the job or something.
No, I don't either, but it was...
I hope this doesn't come up in my review.
No. Like, are you waiting for a bonus or something?
I don't know.
Well, I'll talk directly to the boss and make sure nothing happens, whoever that may be.
Isn't it me?
Then I will be speaking directly to you.
Okay, we'll put in a good word.
I will. I think maybe once you understand, like, the gist of the song and the title and what it is and the understanding of it, it kind of unwraps it as he goes along, kind of unwraps it. So
his layers.
Yeah. So I mean, as far as for me, getting notes and getting more understanding came later.
I have here in verse 3, like halfway through, right before the dear myself is the turning point. So now he's going from his reflective mode to now kind of talking about him going forward and what he is now and what he's trying to become. So that was a turning point. And then going into the end of that verse, I just put a note: we are multidimensional, complex creatures, and we are all valid in all of our versions.
Right.
And then going into the chorus, living beyond his life, using every side of him to be there. In the lines where he says, I just want to give you all the voices till I die. I just want to give you all the shoulders when you cry.
Yeah.
Which I thought was very RM, very touching.
Yes.
The song flows from confusion and constant questioning to realizing purpose and power. That was my finalized thought, that it just, like I said, it went from reflective to why can't I think of the word for moving forward? Purpose, I guess. Like, purpose. I guess like it went from reflection, self-reflection to self-empowerment, I guess.
There you go. You can use that.
That works.
Yeah.
So great journey in a song.
Yeah, it is. I liked it.
And now we move on to Boy with Love.
Jam number 1.
This was such a good song. And honestly, I love Halsey. I love their relationship with her.
Yeah.
Bringing her in on it, and I believe we had read somewhere that it was something she had kind of initiated. She really wanted to work
with them. Yeah,
which doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, and it took some time, but this was the right one.
So yeah, she came in and she gave it what she got, and she was a really great addition to the track. And like I said, I do love their relationship with her. I love that even beyond this collaboration, they still remain friends and are in each other's lives. So I really do like that. But yes, this song. So this song to me, and again, we're nodding back to past songs from the School Love Affair.
Right.
It was like the grown-up version of Boy in Love. Okay, so you saw it too. All right. Okay, I'm not alone in this. Guys, either we're both completely insanely wrong or we're on to something.
Yeah, right. Because I wrote down something here. Well, go ahead. But I did, and I was like, but go ahead.
Well, because the titles, first off, the titles kind of give it away. But they also have like Boys with Fun. And so I just thought they were going through where this like we are boys kind of phase and we're just going to sing about what we're doing. But no, like when you look at the lyrics, when you break down the lyrics and you look at Boy in Love versus Boy with Love, it's the difference is that the pursuit of the partner and their partner or interest is a lot more patient and focused this time around. I feel like it was a lot more aggressive in Boy in Love. It was very much superficial, very kind of like, hey, you're pretty, I'm pretty, let's be pretty together. And it was like that. It was like you weren't looking at anything beyond the physical with Boy in Love. And then you get to this song and it's very much about like wanting to know the things that make you happy, the things that make you tell me about those things. I want to get to know you on a deeper level. It's not just because you're a pretty face and I think we'd look cute together. It's now I really think I want to understand you as a person. And I want to fall in love with your soul.
Yes, right. Exactly.
So
that's what it was.
That to me, I really kind of it took a minute. It took a minute to pick up on that. And I think even before we got into the lyrics, when I was just jamming along to this in my car, I was like, this is kind of interesting because don't they have a song called Boy in Love? And like, I just didn't think to put the two together.
I said the same thing. I was like, is this the same song from... There's another Boy in something song. I know
it's the same song after puberty.
Right. Exactly. It was like, oh, okay. And then I did jump back. Well, not jump back and forth, but I did watch the other video. Or it was a video, not the performance. And I was like, this is different. Okay, but I didn't catch it. But it's like when you look at a picture of yourself when you were younger, and then you look at yourself older, and you go, oh yeah, there's a difference.
I don't know what you're talking about. I look exactly the same. I'm kidding.
Yes, you do. You do. But you have matured.
Have I? You sure about
that? That's what I'm believing.
That's what one would hope for.
But I had wrote. I said, yes, this is a pop song. I said, I think it hits all the markers. They dropped some funk in there. It was light, easy to groove to, catchy lyrics, messaging. I got that I just love is nothing stronger. So there's nothing stronger than love. When you have that love, the strength of that love is, and you understand it, or they understand it more in this song than. But there's a 5-year gap, so I can understand that. There are comparisons between Boy in Love and Boy with Love, and of course the natural time span between the two songs, one in 2014, one in 2019, 5 years. Obviously a lot of maturing happening. 2014, trying to understand love. What does it look like and feel like? It had a lot of shouting in the lyrics. It was like, what is it? It's unfamiliar. It's overwhelming. It's a battle. And then Boy with Love 2019 is gentle, sweet, playful, joyous tone, shows a tentative emotional connection, knowledge of love, giving, nurturing, kind, patient, devoted. So that's what I had gotten. And what I was saying, when I mentioned about the two of them, in the time span for which they were both recorded and released or on the albums, it's they when you look at it. All right, who was the youngest? All right, I'm sorry, not who was the youngest.
How old was the youngest?
Yeah, how old was the youngest? So he came in at 15.
Yeah. Oh, you want me to math? Hold on.
No,
well, 97. So he was, when they debuted, he was like 14.
So he was just 14 when they debuted.
I think so, because if I can math right, they debuted in 2013, and he was born in 1997. So Oso is 10. 17 would have been 20, so minus 4 years. 16. Okay, I can't math. So
he was 17
when this song. Yeah. Right. So yeah, teenagers. I mean, he was 17. Right. Jimin and V were 19.
Right. So they were
J-Hope were 20.
So this was 5 years later. So he was, we said 17. He was 17.
17 when the song came out. So now he's 20.
22.
22.
22. Yeah. So it was, and there's of course there's some maturing, but it was a different song, but it's very understanding of it then and understanding of it now. And I don't know if they were in relationships so that they could kind of put together that.
Sure. We're not supposed
to put together that mature thing. But even if not, and they just either it was explained to them or they did their research, which is probably more so the truth is they just did their research and
by being in relationships that we're not supposed to know about.
But anyway, that's their research, guys. Really, it was good. This is my jam, though.
I will say this, because we do talk a lot. We do focus heavily on like the messaging, the theming, but I really want to get into the actual song here, because there's a moment where JK, because we were speaking about him, at the end of RM's verse, and you go into that chorus right after, and his "oh my," instead of staying the same, they ascend.
Yeah.
And I think it's just so like, I think it's actually poetic the way they did that, because it comes after the "let me fly" line.
Yes.
And then it's just like they're just flying. His "oh my" are floating up with RM, which, considering how in love with RM JK is, of course he'd want to follow him. But I just think it's kind of giving you that. And I did put a note here, that euphoric, that nod. I put a note about it being a nod to Euphoria, but how love kind of does take you to that next level. Like it brings you up into the clouds. And so I think having the notes go up that way just kind of elevates that imagery.
Right.
Yeah. Plus it sounds so good.
It did.
Just so good. Wow, so good. So yeah, I put at the end my little note. Oh, also, so the title actually translated or in Korean is a poem for small things.
Right. Which, you wrote that down.
Yeah, which I said really speaks to the small, intimate details that cause people to fall in love with a partner every day.
Yeah.
And these are the things that matter the most.
Yeah.
So it becomes less about, she's got soft skin and beautiful hair and, tiny waist or whatever. And now it's about, like paying attention to the things that make her smile.
Yeah.
The way, the certain things she likes, so that way you can continue being like providing the things that she likes to make her happy.
Right. And getting to understand her, her inner workings, her being.
That's all relationships really are.
Yes, they are.
So yeah, it's a good song.
Yeah, it is. So I like the video.
The video's fun.
And I like all the performances.
They're so good.
I love them.
Yeah.
Love them.
So we're going to go into the next song, which is Microcosmos.
Yes.
Which, funny story. So I looked at the title of this, Suzu, which is the name of one of their concerts that I had watched, and I didn't realize that the name of the concert was the song title. I was just like, wait a minute, I know this word. I had to run to my shelf and look at I was like, oh, that's what that is. So yeah, but Microcosmos, which, did I write the title? Oh, yes. Okay, so the title Microcosmos means little universes, meaning each person is their own universe shining on each other every day. The song encourages us all to keep shining by dreaming and doing. By being here, we shine brightly, sometimes guiding others to shine as well.
Yeah.
which I think is probably the core message of the song. But I love this song. The song is actually one of my alarms.
Oh,
yeah!
Look at you. Okay,
it's quite effective.
I wrote. I said this song is a beautiful concept. The thought that there is light that shines in each of us, bright enough to be seen by one another. Mm-hmm. And then I said, yet not bright enough to be seen within our universe.
Oh, that hurt. That hit so deep. I wasn't ready for that. I was like, this is a feel-good song. It's a love song to Army. This is so great. She's like, but also. She's like, don't forget about this part.
Yeah, because it's on a bigger scale as far as,
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
But going to what I said about it being a love, so it is another love letter to Army, which if you really think about it, they be writing us a lot of love letters.
And that's okay.
And that's okay.
That is all right. I'll take that.
They really do love us. But I said this song speaks to not only how we see them, but how they see us together. They've said many times there is no BTS without Army, and I believe that this song is evidence of just how real and strong our bond is.
Yes,
with them.
Yes.
So yeah, there's definitely a love and appreciation and a recognition of our light for them, and just as we see their light for us.
Right.
But yeah, to your point, how we don't see our own light. It's time to start shining a light on yourself.
Yeah. And we have to, you know what? We have to understand that there is light in us. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't believe that they have any light in them.
They all have nothing.
Light. Yeah, they have nothing to bring. I mean, we have the light of Jesus in us, so that we shine and reflect the love. So that you have that, you got that love, that kindness, that forgiveness, that sharingness. As sharing that you got the light.
Yeah,
full of light.
So shine on.
Shine on.